To talk to a travel expert about what you can expect if you are hitting the road, especially around our area. So I want to bring up Molly Hart. Molly, you are the AAA spokesperson, and I know that you're one of my go-to people to talk to when we're expecting hectic travel times. So I guess right off the bat, what can people expect for this upcoming weekend?
All right, it is going to be very busy on the road. As a matter of fact, 87% of the people who are traveling for Memorial Day weekend are going by car. That's more than 39 million people getting in their car for Memorial Day. So the roads are going to be super busy.
What do you think if someone does have a trip planned and they are planning to go by car, what are the best times to travel before and after the long weekend?
It's the same thing we say every year, get up and go. On Thursday and Friday, actually, the roads are going to be congested starting at about noon up to 8 or 9 p.m.
Yikes.
So we really encourage people, get the car packed the night before and get on the road early.
Do you find that folks are leaving on, like a lot of folks are indeed leaving on Thursday as opposed to waiting till Friday morning?
Yeah, a lot of people do. And our forecast is based on Thursday through Monday. So those are the numbers that we're looking at. But a lot of people do. They want to enjoy that extended weekend as much as they can. And also with many people working remote now, they can work as they're traveling or going to their next destination.
That's true. Some people do have that luxury. Like my fiance, he'll be able to leave a couple days before I'm able to leave and just relax there, get everything settled. So Molly, I hope I'm not asking you any questions that you don't know for sure. But are people going to popular destinations around our region? Are they going to places around the country? What are kind of the popular spots that people are picking?
Popular destinations right now is number one. A lot of people like to go to Orlando because of the beaches and the theme parks. Seattle's a popular destination, because it is a port for Alaskan cruises. And Alaska, taking a cruise in Alaska is at peak season right now. But of course, here in the Midwest and here in Illinois, people, like to go up, whether it's to Lake Geneva or to their cottage or the North Woods.
With regard to all the tariffs and the higher prices of certain things, are you seeing any differences between this year and years past with regard to who is getting in the car versus how many folks are hopping a plane?
Sure. Memorial Day actually is a popular road trip travel for many. But what we're also seeing is we've broken the records again of people traveling this year. People do lock into their Memorial Day plans earlier. So we're not sure what the summer's going to be, but right now Memorial Day is going to be busy.
Okay.
I usually get an email from Illinois DOT here very soon, Department of Transportation, about road construction that's going on because there's so much that's happening and some that they just obviously cannot get out of the way. Do you think that's a good reminder for people to still be aware that there might be road construction around their area?
Sure. If they want to get to their destination at a certain time, then they need to book in an hour and a half more to get there.
Okay.
Especially if you're leaving downtown and going on the Jane Addams, trying to get to the Jane Addams and taking the Kennedy Expressway, it's going to be some trouble.
So really, your message, correct me if I'm wrong, you're saying the earlier the better. Do not leave between that noon and 8. What if it's are you going to be better off leaving at, I don't know, 9 a.m. as opposed to 10:30? Does it really stack up the later in the day it gets?
As the morning goes by, more people are getting on the road. So yes, at 11, noon, and then again, you're going to hit a lot of traffic and congestion in the afternoon. And for those coming back on Memorial Day, again, you either want to leave before 2 or not until after 7 p.m.
One thing I always like to ask Molly, because so many people are hitting the roads, there's going to be so much more traffic, maybe some crazy drivers, are some safety tips to keep in mind, whether that be something to have in the car or even just to have in the back of the mind as you're going to your destination.
Of course. Let's kick it off. You still have time to bring your car in to get it serviced and looked at, checking the tires, the tire tread, making sure your battery is working, topping off fluid. So let's start off with that so you can get to your destination without a problem. We always want to remind people to bring that emergency kit with you. And, in that, your cell phone charger, jumper cables. You also want some food and water. And then with this weather, bring those extra blankets right now.
You never know it's freezing out this week. This is not cool at all for late May. All right, thank you so much, Molly with AAA, getting
Thank
us
you,
ready
Molly.
for a road trip weekend.
Happy Memorial
I
Day.
know.
You too. Have a great holiday weekend, Molly. Really appreciate it.
Are you heading anywhere this weekend?
No, we're sticking around.
I'm
We
going
are sticking around.
to
We're hosting,
Grand Rapids.
actually.
So I'm going to
okay.
take I-80
okay.
94, and it's going
Better
to be
leave
probably
early.
a mess.
But
'cause
you're
Indianapolis,
already southwest, right? A little bit. I mean,
yes, well, I'm in the West Loop, but yeah, my
okay.
in-laws are southwest suburbs, and we're going to Grand Rapids to a lake over there, and I just know that stretch, I-80 94 is just crazy.
Yeah, right when you
For
get
some
through
reason,
Indiana
traffic
and
excites
Michigan.
me too much, so I should zip it.
Hey,
It was
not
nice
at all.
talking to Molly, though.
Yeah, for sure. All right.